Brianna Danielson and Nicole Garcia-Colace are American twin models and professional wrestlers. The twins are a professional wrestling tag team under the ring names Brie Bella and Nikki Bella respectively, collectively referred to as the Bella Twins. They work for WWE. Before being promoted to the main WWE roster, the Bella Twins wrestled with Florida Championship Wrestling, where they were trained by Tom Prichard, and mainly competed in tag team competition. Brie made her debut on SmackDown in August 2008. She debuted first, and as part of her in-ring persona, would disappear under the ring during matches, emerging revived. Eventually, however, it was discovered she was switching places with her twin, Nikki, under the ring in order to gain an advantage. They then competed in tag team matches. Beginning in November 2008, an angle was written in which the Bella Twins developed an on-screen relationship with the Cola Cubed NS. They were later involved in storyline romances with John Morrison and The Miz in early 2009 and Daniel Bryan in 2010. In April 2011, Brie won the WWE Divas Championship and Nikki won it a year later in April 2012. Shortly afterward, they departed WWE, but returned in March 2013. That same year, both starred in the reality television show Total Divas. Early life and career: born 16 minutes apart to parents Kathy Colace and John Garcia, Brianna and Nicole Garcia were raised in Scottsdale, Arizona, and are of Mexican and Italian descent. Keen soccer fans, they both played for Scottsdale clubs from second grade. In third grade, the girls were separated into different classes by their mother to allow for more independence. The twins graduated from Chaparral High School in 2002. They both moved to San Diego, California for college, but moved to Los Angeles a year later, where they worked as waitresses at the Mondrian Hotel while trying to find an agent. They then started modeling, acting, and doing promotional work. They made their first national TV appearance on the Fox reality show Meet My Folks. Following this appearance, the Garcia twins were hired to be the World Cup twins for Budweiser and were photographed holding the World Cup trophy. They then participated in the 2006 International Body Doubles Twins Search. They participated in the 2006 WWE Diva Search but did not make the cut. Professional wrestling career: World Wrestling Entertainment/WWE, Florida Championship Wrestling. They were signed to developmental contracts by World Wrestling Entertainment in June 2007 and assigned to Florida Championship Wrestling, WWE's developmental territory, in Tampa, Florida. On September 15, 2007, the twins debuted in FCW, dubbed the Bella Twins, by defeating Natty Neidhart and Chrissy Vane with Victoria Crawford as the special guest referee. The duo quickly started a scripted rivalry with Neidhart and Crawford, and had a series of matches against them throughout October 2007. As a part of their on-screen personas, they switched place behind the referee's back if one of them was hurt. They also occasionally competed in mixed tag team matches, teaming with male wrestlers including Kofi Kingston and Robert Anthony. They also made some non-wrestling appearances on Heath Miller's Happy Hour promo segment. Starting in December 2007, they managed Derek Linkeen, but this storyline was cut short when Linkeen was released in January 2008. They then resumed their feud with Neidhart and Crawford, wrestling them throughout much of 2008. After Neidhart was called up to the WWE roster in April 2008, however, Mai Naruka took her place in the feud. They also competed in bikini contests, and wrestled against other competitors including Katie Lee Burchill and Daisy. Their last FCW appearance was on September 2, when they competed in a Divas Battle Royal won by Miss Angela. Brand switches: on the August 29, 2008 episode of SmackDown, Brianna debuted as Brie Bella and defeated Victoria. She quickly began a scripted rivalry with Victoria and Victoria's accomplice, Natty Neidhart, who was now using the ring name Natalya, and had a series of matches against them. In each match Brie would roll out of the ring and go underneath it, emerging and appearing revived, and then win the match. On the October 31 episode when Brie went under the ring, Victoria grabbed her legs, but a second pair of legs kicked her off. implying that a second person was under the ring. The following week on SmackDown, Brie picked up a win against Victoria and then ran under the ring to escape Natalya and Victoria, but Victoria and Natalya both reached for Brie under the ring, resulting in both Nicole and Brie being pulled out. The twins then attacked them and celebrated afterward. Nicole was then introduced as Nikki. The twins had their first official match as a team on the November 21 episode of SmackDown, defeating Victoria and Natalya. They continued competing in tag team matches for the next few months. Starting in November, they developed an on-screen relationship with the Cola Cubed NS, appearing in numerous backstage segments with them, and accompanying them to the ring. In February 2009, the storyline expanded to include John Morrison and The Miz, who flirted with the Bellas and took them on a date on Valentine's Day. The date provoked a rivalry between the teams of The Miz and Morrison and Primo and Carlito, with the four competing for the affection of the Bella twins, who were seemingly unable to choose between them. On March 17, on ECW, Carlito and Primo, aiming for Morrison and The Miz, accidentally spat apples in the face of Brie. Nikki started to laugh at Brie's misfortune, and a fight broke out between the two of them, which led to Nikki leaving with The Miz and Morrison, while Brie stayed with Primo and Carlito. Brie won her first match over Nikki in a six-person intergender tag team match on SmackDown the following week. On ECW on March 31, Nikki pinned Brie in their first singles match against each other, after a distraction from Morrison and The Miz. On April 15, 2009, the Bella twins were both drafted to the Raw brand as part of the 2009 supplemental draft. On April 27, Brie made her Raw in-ring debut in an 8-diva tag team match, which her team won. Nikki also made an appearance, reuniting with her twin, as she was under the ring to help out Brie during her match. Nikki then made her official in-ring debut for the brand the following month, in a battle royal, but was eliminated by Beth Phoenix. On June 29, 2009, they were both traded to the ECW brand. They debuted on ECW the following night on The Abraham Washington Show, as the special guests. They quickly developed a storyline feud with Katie Lee Burchill, when Nikki defeated her in a match by switching places with Brie behind the referee's back. The following week on WWE Superstars, Brie defeated Burchill after a similar switch, and the feud ended in September, when Nikki defeated Burchill on Superstars. On October 12, the Bellas were sent back to Raw as part of a tri-branded Divas trade, where they predominantly appeared in backstage segments with the weekly guest stars and only occasionally competed in matches. On the January 4, 2010, episode of Raw, Brie participated in a tournament for the vacant WWE Divas Championship, but lost to Morrison in the first round, when a switch resulted in Nikki being pinned. In June 2010, they developed a feud with Jillian Hall, when Brie defeated her after switching places with Nikki. The following week, Nikki defeated Hall after switching with Brie. The feud was exacerbated when the Bellas acted as the special guest referees during one of Hall's matches. During the match, Hall attacked both twins, but lost the match when Nikki made a fast count, allowing her to be pinned by Gail Kim. The next week on Superstars, the twins defeated Hall and Morrison in a tag team match to complete the storyline. On August 31, the Bella twins announced they would be part of Season 3 of NXT, mentoring Jamie. Jamie was the first rookie eliminated on the October 5 episode of NXT. In November, the twins began a storyline with Daniel Bryan, when Brie accompanied him to the ring for his match. Following his win, Nikki ran out and the two fought over Bryan's affection, until Bryan broke it up and had them hug each other. They began to manage Bryan and frequently accompanied him to the ring over the next 2 months. In January 2011, both Bellas turned into villainous characters when they discovered Bryan kissing Gail Kim backstage and then assaulted Kim. They continued to attack Kim, both at the Royal Rumble and on Raw, and on February 7, they teamed with Melina in a losing effort to Kim, Eve Torres, and Tamina. Divas champions. The Bellas began feuding with Torres after they appeared as Lumberjills during a Divas Championship match between Eve and Natalya on the February 14 episode of Raw. Following the match, they attacked Torres backstage before Kim and Natalya stopped them. The next week, the Bella Twins defeated Torres and Kim in a tag team match. The following week, Nikki won a Divas Battle Royal to become the #1 contender for the WWE Divas Championship, and faced Torres for the championship on March 7, but was unsuccessful. On April 11, Brie defeated Torres to win the WWE Divas Championship, marking the first time either twin had held a championship in WWE. Brie went on to successfully defend the championship against Kelly Kelly at Over the Limit, after switching places with Nikki. On a special Power to the People episode of Raw on June 20, Brie defended her WWE Divas Championship against Kelly, who was selected by voters. Kelly defeated Brie and won the Divas Championship. On July 17, Brie challenged Kelly for the WWE Divas Championship in a rematch at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but failed to win. The twins spent the majority of the rest of the year in tag team matches, regularly facing Kelly and Torres. The Bellas began to show friction for the second time since joining WWE in March 2012 after both lost to AJ in singles competition. After Brie's match with AJ, Nikki revealed that Brie was rooting for Team Johnny in the 12-man tag team match at WrestleMania XXVII, whilst Nikki was rooting for Team Teddy, thus furthering their dissension. On the April 6 episode of SmackDown, Nikki defeated the Divas champion Beth Phoenix in a non-title match, after Kelly distracted Phoenix. On April 23, Nikki defeated Phoenix in a lumberjack match on Raw for the WWE Divas Championship. Brie lost Nikki's championship to Layla at Extreme Rules after Twin Magic failed, ending her Divas Championship reign after only a week. The following night on Raw, they competed in their last match with the WWE, failing to win back the Divas Championship from Layla in a triple threat match. Later that night, WWE announced on their website that the twins had been fired by Executive Administrator Eve Torres. Independent Circuit. On May 1, 2012, the twins appeared at their first independent wrestling show in Newburgh, New York at Northeast Wrestling. They later appeared for CTWE Pro Wrestling at the Season Beatings pay-per-view on December 15, each accompanying a different wrestler to the ring. Return to WWE. The Bella Twins returned to WWE on the March 11, 2013, episode of Raw in a backstage segment with Team Rhodes Scholars. On the March 15 episode of SmackDown, the Bella Twins attacked the Funkadactyls, and the following week interfered in matches between Team Rhodes Scholars and Brodus Clay and Tensai, but they were attacked by Cameron and Naomi. The Bella Twins made their in-ring return facing and defeating the Funkadactyls on the March 27 episode of WWE Main Event following interference from Rhodes, and also defeated them on Raw. The Bella Twins were scheduled to participate in an 8-person tag team match with Team Rhodes Scholars against Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls at WrestleMania 29, but the match was cancelled due to time restraints. The match instead took place the following night on Raw, where Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls emerged victorious. They continued to feud with the Funkadactyls, defeating them in standard and 6 Diva tag team matches. In June 2013, Nikki suffered a fractured tibia. Upon the debut of the Total Divas reality television program in July 2013, the Bellas began feuding with their co-star on the show, Natalya. Brie and Natalya went on to trade victories in singles competition on Raw and at SummerSlam. The cast of Total Divas then transitioned into a scripted feud with WWE Divas champion AJ Lee, who mocked the show and cast. At Night of Champions, Brie unsuccessfully faced Lee for the Divas Championship in a 4-way match also involving Natalya and Naomi. Following Brie's real-life engagement to Daniel Bryan, their relationship began to be acknowledged on WWE television. Continuing their feud into October, Brie and AJ faced off at the WWE Battleground at Hell in a Cell pay-per-views for the WWE Divas Championship, but Brie was unsuccessful. Nikki returned to in-ring action on the October 25 episode of SmackDown, losing to AJ. At Survivor Series the following month, the twins were part of the victorious Team Total Divas. the twins failed to win the Divas Championship again at WrestleMania XXX in the Divas Invitational match, which was won by AJ. In April 2014, Brie became involved in her husband Daniel Bryan's ongoing storyline with Stephanie McMahon and Kane. As part of the storyline, McMahon threatened to fire Brie if Bryan did not relinquish the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, so Brie slapped McMahon and quit in June. After Brie quit, McMahon put Nikki in several handicap matches as punishment. Other media. Nikki and Brie made a guest appearance on the MTV series Ridiculousness in October 2012. In May 2013, the Bella Twins made an appearance in the new show on WWE's YouTube channel hosted by John Bradshaw Layfield and Michael Cole called The JBL and Cole Show, advertising referee John Cone's Donut King. Nikki appeared at the Miss USA 2013 pageant as one of the celebrity judges. Nikki and Brie will be co-starring in the 2013 independent film Confessions of a Womanizer, and provided voices for the upcoming The Flintstones movie. The twins are part of the main cast for the reality television show Total Divas, which began airing in July 2013. Filmography, personal lives. Nicole is dating fellow professional wrestler John Cena. In May 2014, Nicole revealed on Total Divas that she had married her high school sweetheart at the age of 20. The marriage was annulled 3 years later. Nicole announced on Total Divas in 2014 that she is a qualified real estate agent. Brianna and her long-term boyfriend, professional wrestler Brianna Danielson, revealed their engagement in September 2013. The couple married on April 11, 2014. Brianna is an animal and environmental advocate, and has used her appearances on Total Divas to promote environmental and animal cruelty issues. In wrestling. Finishing moves, Bella Buster, Twin Magic. Nikki's finishing moves, Nikki Rack Attack. Signature moves, abdominal stretch transitioned into an chin lock, arm drag, diving crossbody, dropkick, hair pull mat slam, jumping snapmare, leaping clothesline, sometimes done repeatedly in succession, monkey flip, multiple pinning variations, roll-up, schoolgirl, sometimes out of the corner. Springboard arm drag, snapmare, followed by a rolling neck snap. Brie's signature moves, missile dropkick, running knee to the head, single leg Boston Crab. Nikki's signature moves, head scissors takedown, running bulldog, Thesz press. Tag team moves, finishing moves, double hair pull mat slam followed by a double leg slam. Signature moves, double dropkick, to an oncoming opponent, double hip toss. Wrestlers managed, The Cola Cube NS, John Morrison, The Miz, Jamie Keys, Daniel Bryan, Luke Robinson, Jerry Lawler, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow. Entrance themes, You Can Look by Kim Sozzi and Jim Johnston. Championships and accomplishments, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI ranked Brie number 21 of the best 50 female singles wrestlers in the PWI Female 50 in 2011, PWI ranked Nikki number 32 of the best 50 female singles wrestlers in the PWI Female 50 in 2013. Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Worst Worked Match of the Year with Cameron, Eva Marie, JoJo, Naomi and Natalya vs AJ Lee, Oksana, Alicia Fox, Caitlyn, Rosa Mendez, Summer Rae and Tamina Snuka on November 24. WWE Divas Championship Brie, Nikki, Slammy Award for Couple of the Year Brie with Daniel Bryan, Slammy Award for Diva of the Year. References. External links. Official website, Brie's WWE profile, Nikki's WWE profile, Online World of Wrestling profile.